Hey guys, Moogalore here, and I'm back again with another video, and this time we want to go back and revisit some more Capcom news and details and information that I think may be quite interesting to a lot of you guys here on this YouTube channel, because despite that my channel just focus on a variety of video games, especially the fighting game genre, a lot of you guys are Capcom fans. Even though, you know, we have some Arc System fans here, of course we have some Bandai Namco fans here, but a lot of you guys grew up off of Capcom and enjoy Capcom, and a lot of you guys play Mugen as well, and a lot of you guys enjoy Capcom characters within Mugen itself. So it's only right for me to go through some of this information that pretty much surfaced recently regarding Capcom and their interest in reviving old franchises and franchises that have been lying dormant for a very, very long time. And I think this is good news for all of us. Now, I just want to say, with this information, this could possibly not mean anything at the same time, so don't get your hopes too high. But I also want to point at some of the evidence to show that this could definitely manifest into something greater, especially for next generation consoles and everything. So let us move forward. So what's been going on with Capcom? Well, what's been going on with Capcom lately? Capcom had just recently renewed a couple of trademarks for a few titles. I mean, quite a few titles, and I want to go through some of these titles with you guys. And some of you guys may not be familiar with some of these titles, because some of these brands and some of these franchises, some of them don't even sound like anywhere near any of the games that I ever played before in the past, or some of these could be like arcade titles, and I really don't know about that. But there are also some titles in here that you guys are quite familiar with, so let's go through it. Now, there's an article from WCCF Tech who pretty much go through these trademarks and everything, and I'll post a link in the description below for you guys to go check it out for yourself. So let's dive right into it. Now, here are some of the titles that these guys down at Capcom has pretty much renewed. Now, these trademarks include franchises from Dino Crisis, Darkstalkers, Power Stone, Bionic Commando, Mega Man Legends, Cyberbots, Puzzle Fighter, Breath of Fire, Ghosts and Goblins, Rival Schools, Strider, Samurai Sword, Power Gear, Pro Gear, Last Duel, Captain Commando, Vulgus, Black Tiger, and more. So there's a whole lot of other titles. Now, the thing is, I just want you guys to just bear in mind that this could also be a business move, meaning that some of these trademarks could be possibly losing its time, as far as I guess you could say having the rights to these names or whatever like that. So they have to renew them so they can, you know, still be able to hold on to these names and stuff like that. But I think it's more than that. It's because there's some evidence that point towards that Capcom may be doing something with these franchises in the near future, and we're going to go through this is because I did quite a few videos talking about this in the past. Now, if you guys don't know, they had a business investors meeting a few months ago, stating that they're going to, part of their new business plan is that they're going to go through and revitalize some of their old franchises. And they also said that part of their business plan moving forward is that remakes are definitely in the future for Capcom, because they realize that there's a ton of money to be made with remakes. The proof is there. The proof is in the pudding. Look at Resident Evil 2 remake, highly received remake, and everyone now says that Resident Evil 2 remake is now their favorite, you know, remake or just incarnation of Resident Evil 2. It's no longer the old Resident Evil 2. Now the remake of Resident Evil 2 is the replacement for it. Like, this is their favorite Resident Evil of all time now, and they made so much money. They put a lot of time, they put a lot of effort, and this is something that the fans want. Not only that they was able to bring in a new audience, they was also be able to bring that the old school Resident Evil audience back by adding in and bringing back that old survival horror feel back to the Resident Evil franchise once again. So it's proven that remakes work, because now we had got the announcement of Resident Evil 3 remake as well, and they also stepping up things a bit farther by stating that Resident Evil 3 remake is going to be a much different remake, and it won't be as faithful because they're going to add a lot more elements to Resident Evil 3 to flesh out the game even more. So it's going to be like a whole new experience for returning fans to Resident Evil 3, while also still seen as a new game to people who never played Resident Evil 3. So this is a very, very good thing. So that proves that remakes does work, and it looks like it's something that Capcom wants to press forward in the near future. Now, as far as bringing back other franchises, let's look at Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 was another Devil May Cry was another franchise that had pretty much lied dormant for a very long time. We did get the DMC, which everyone didn't like, which I kind of liked or whatever, but Devil May Cry had pretty much disappeared for a very long time, and the Devil May Cry 5 released, and it did pretty well as far as sales, and it was reviewed really well as well, and fans overall enjoyed Devil May Cry 5. So there is interest in that franchise. So I don't see Devil May Cry going anywhere anytime soon. So let's talk about the other franchises. Let's talk about Dino Crisis. I think Dino Crisis was something that we talked about months ago. In a leak list from Vergabin himself, he said Dino Crisis was a franchise that Capcom was planning on working on, and we just didn't know when they'll work on it. But I do see Dino Crisis as being a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X game in the near future. I definitely see that in the cards. And I think most of all, let's talk about Power Stone for a second. We did a video in a few months ago talking about the creator of Power Stone definitely wants to do a Power Stone 3. He said it himself that he wants to do a Power Stone 3, and he already said what console he wants the game to be on. He said the Nintendo Switch would be a perfect console for Power Stone. So him even saying that, and them pretty much renewing the trademark for Power Stone, it could definitely hint that we could see a potential Power Stone sequel, or they could re-release remasters of the Power Stone series and put it on PlayStation Network and the eShop on Nintendo and Xbox Live Arcade. And if they do something like that and then add online play to it, you definitely know I'll be the first one to pretty much pick up the Power Stone remaster of 1 and 2 and be able to play online with you guys and in the Discord. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then of course, Darkstalkers. This is something that everybody wants, and we talked about this in the past as well a few months ago, that Mike Z, the developer behind Skullgirls, approached Capcom and wants to do Darkstalkers. So who knows, we could see Darkstalkers, and Yoshinori Ono always talked about that he had interest in wanting to do Darkstalkers in the near future as well, but never happened. So these all could be possibilities of seeing some of these franchises. And let's not forget Rival Schools. Rival Schools, what I found quite interesting, because we talked about this as well. I know I keep saying that and I keep repeating it, but in a video, the creator of Devil May Cry, or the creator that worked on Devil May Cry 5, he's also the creator who created Rival Schools, and he also said that he has interest in revisiting Rival Schools. So who knows, he could be working on a Rival Schools next. This is all speculations and everything, but I'm super excited, And Breath of Fire is a long-running RPG series, JRPG series by Capcom. That was Capcom's equivalent to Final Fantasy. Ever since Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest have pretty much been the main dominating JRPGs, companies themselves has been pretty much releasing their own Final Fantasy type role-playing franchises, like Bandai Namco with the Tales series, and Capcom had theirs with Breath of Fire. I think this is the perfect time for them to bring a new Breath of Fire out and probably make it a JRPG action adventure type of hybrid. I think that'd be pretty cool, and I think that'd be a way to bring in a new audience while bringing in returning fans of the franchises. I think Capcom has so many ways to pretty much make money, because Capcom has been struggling financially, and we all have known this for the past couple years. They've been struggling financially, and they wasn't able to take those chances and bring back certain franchises because they seen them as risk. So that's why he stuck to what they know, like Street Fighter. Been getting a ton of re-releases of Street Fighter, and we also been getting nothing but Monster Hunters. And those were the two franchises, and Resident Evil. Can't forget Resident Evil. So it's Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter were the only three franchises that they relied on to make their money, on top of the DLC practices that they have. So now that the Resident Evil 2 remake proved that it can work, they're going to definitely remake and bring back a lot of old franchises and breathe life back into the company. So now, in a way, Capcom will have a variety of different games that they can work from their catalog, to be able to make profits off of this, and I think that's pretty cool. I long for the day that Capcom, bring back like Plasma Sword or bring back the Mega Man Legends. And speaking of Mega Man Legends, I would definitely love to see a Mega Man Legends 3 or a remake of the first Mega Man Legends. I will play that. That's my favorite Mega Man game of all times. Like, favorite Mega Man of all time. So to see that Capcom is willing to go in and dig through their catalog of titles, I think this is going to be pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to see what they do in the near future, especially now we're approaching next gen with PS5 and Xbox Series X and a potential, I guess you could say, Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch Pro. I'm definitely looking forward to see what these guys do. So I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about these trademark renewals? Is there just nothing to like get excited about? Maybe is this just renewing just for the sake of renewing in order to keep their trademarks, or is this leading to any hints of potential franchises returning in the near future? Definitely want to hear your thoughts. If you like the video, share, pass it around. And if you want to hear anything else related to Capcom, make sure you hit the bell to be notified. This is Luke Lord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.